Hi everyone, Jennifer here. Welcome to another episode of Reader Questions Answered. Your questions have been sitting here and this is so long overdue, so you have my apologies. For those of you who are new here, I'm Jennifer L. Scott. I'm the author of the Madame Chic books, and I have this blog called the Daily Connoisseur, and I have a wonderful community of people here, and I'm constantly getting questions from readers, and I get them through my author website, so I could leave that link below if you want to send me a question or just send me a note, an email. I love hearing from you. And I also get questions in the comment section of this vlog and on the blog, as well as social media. So your questions have been piling up. I've been amassing them. And so I'm going to do a really long Q&A session. As always, I don't want to give too long of a video for you, so I will be breaking this up into a few videos. I'll probably shoot for 3 videos, but we'll see, it might be 4. So I have a coffee with me because I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I've been going strong ever since, but now I just need a coffee to kind of push me through. Really quickly, before I begin, by the time you see these videos, I don't know if I will have already posted my 10-item wardrobe video for spring, summer. I think I will. But anyway, I wore this shirt for the first time out today. This was the shirt I got at TJ Maxx, and I have a whole vlog about when I bought this shirt, and I'll link that down below. And I wanted to wear more color this year, so I wore this out for the first time today. I was walking my daughters to school. I cannot tell you how many people stopped me to tell me that they liked my shirt. Honestly, I got so many compliments this morning, and it was so early that I was just taken aback by it, but so many people said, "Oh, I love that color. I love your shirt. Where did you get it?" And isn't that wonderful? Which leads me into the very first question. So I just think it's great because here's the thing. I think that so many people are used to seeing women just wear, black exercise pants and gray t-shirts, or just very bland clothing. Nothing bright like that. And I have been totally guilty of wearing boring, dark colors all the time in the past as well. I think there's definitely a place for black and for dark colors and for gray. But when it just makes up your whole wardrobe, that can be a bit depressing. Anyway, so I wanted to force myself to wear some color, and I'm so glad I did. Wearing this bright color just really cheered me up, and it really made people come up to me and tell me that they liked my shirt. So I think that it's nice to see a bright color every now and then. I'm gonna get into your question. I'm actually going to start with a recent question that I just got yesterday, and then I'm going to go to some questions that I've had for a while. But I saw this question, I thought, ooh, I've got to answer this. So this comes from Yoli, and she writes on my blog, "Hi Jennifer, I'm pretty new to your blog and vlogs. I like them very much." And then she says a few things. And then she says, "I have an off-topic question. I just saw your video made in February about yoga pants. I see your points and I would love to follow your advice, but my situation is this. I perspire quite a bit when I'm working out and cleaning the house, especially when I vacuum. I hate to be gross, but by way of explanation, even my bra gets wet. I don't see how wearing an apron addresses this issue. Because of this, I find myself in a cycle of wearing yoga pants and a t-shirt longer than I care to admit. I can't always align exercise and housework close together. I hate to put my nice clothes back on when I feel so dirty. I really don't want to shower 2 or 3 times a day. It strips my skin of natural oils even though I use vegetable soap. What would you do? Do you have any suggestions for me?" Okay, I love this question so much. So many people ask this because they say, how do I avoid wearing exercise clothes all day long when I'm doing things like cleaning the house and exercising? Obviously, when you're exercising, I recommend that you wear exercising clothes. Every piece of clothing has a purpose, just like bathing suits are meant to be swum in. Exercise clothes are meant to be exercised in, and there's no use changing that purpose. So if you're going to be exercising, wear your exercise clothes, absolutely 100%. If you have to run errands, before and after or whatever, then there you go. That's what you have to do. I recommend covering up a little bit and having your exercise clothes be more appropriate for street attire. So if that means putting on a tunic or a jacket or even a scarf as a shawl or something to cover it up, then that's what I recommend you do. If you do exercise and then you do housework right away, that's fine too. I'm just talking about getting into the trap of wearing exercise clothes every single day and making it an excuse. Now, here's the thing. If you get really hot while you are cleaning the house, you can wear a dress. I mean, what I do is I'll wear a dress and an apron over the dress. And I find myself even more cool than if I was wearing tight yoga pants and a tight, bra tank top. Those clothes make me hot, I feel. So if I'm wearing a flowy dress, I just feel so much more cool and with an apron on. So that is what I would recommend to you. Just try it. I think a lot of people just feel so uncomfortable using their nice clothes well. I mean, really using them. And so I just try that. If you get hot while you're doing the vacuuming, just try putting on one of your sundresses, put an apron on, and get the vacuum out and, tie your hair up in a top knot and just get into it. And that's okay. So let's say you sweat. Well, that's all right, because you weren't going to take a shower anyway, even if you were in your exercise clothes. So you're not going to take one with your dress. You won't sweat as much in the dress, and that's all right if you get a bit sweaty. That's okay. That's just life. So my advice to you is just to try it and see what happens. If it doesn't work for you, you can go back to wearing your exercise clothes, and you'll just have to change back into your regular clothes after that. But I really do urge you to try it. And, that's what Madame Chic did. That's what women have been doing for centuries. They have not been wearing yoga pants to clean the house up until very recently. So just try it and see how that works for you. But thank you for your question. Okay, I have another 10-item wardrobe question here from Katie, and she's in England. And she says, "Hi Jennifer, firstly I would like to thank you for the amazing content you have produced in your blog, YouTube, and most life-changing for me, your books. I'm a big anxiety sufferer and also have quite large bouts of depression, and your Madame Chic series has literally brought me back from the dead. By simply applying the ideas from your book, my life has changed dramatically." Katie, thank you so much. When I read that, it just really made my day. I love to hear encouragement like that, and I'm really happy for you that the books have helped. Okay, she says, "My question I have for you is regarding the 10-item wardrobe. I live in the north of England and I find we do not have very defined seasons. Summer can be the same as autumn and vice versa, so it's truly difficult to plan seasonal outfits around this principle due to dramatic day-by-day changes in weather. I also live in a country setting where tights and stockings get destroyed. I hope I'm making sense with this one and would love to hear your advice. Should I make a year-round capsule wardrobe?" Okay, Katie. Yes, here's the flexibility of the 10-item wardrobe, is that you can do whatever you want. Depending on where you live, you can tailor the 10-item wardrobe to fit your life circumstance. Now, if you have a 10-item wardrobe that you use the entire year and you're happy with that, that's absolutely fine. If you're not happy with that, you can change it up for the seasons. Some people might get bored wearing the same 10 items over and over for the entire year, and some people might not. Like I say when I do my 10-item wardrobe prep videos, I really get excited when I bring out the little canvas bin that holds my 10-item wardrobe from the previous seasons. So, you know me, I only switch it out twice a year. I don't do every season. So I have spring, summer, and then I have fall, winter. And for example, when I just brought out the spring, summer clothes, I got really excited. It felt like I'd gone shopping again. I was seeing these old friends in my clothes that I hadn't worn in a long time. And I enjoy that process. So you would be missing out on that process if you just had the same 10 clothes for the whole year. But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you don't need that process. I think that one thing that you could really work with is layering. So if you want to wear dresses, but it says here that you can't wear tights and stockings because they get destroyed due to the country setting that you live in, you could wear dresses, and underneath them you could wear leggings. And the leggings can be thick if it's winter time, or they could be more thin if it's the summertime. And leggings are less likely to get as destroyed as stockings would be. And so you could wear a dress with leggings and whatever shoes that work best for you in the countryside. You could also add layers. So in the fall and winter, you could wear heavy, bulky sweaters that cover the dresses. In the spring and summer, you could wear light cardigans. So I think for you, it's really about layering, and you just do what you want to do. You could wear your pieces for as long as you want. And, you know, if you want to change them out, I find that changing colors for the seasons really works well. So like this bright color shirt is really spring summer to me. And I could wear this in the fall and winter, but it's just more spring summer to me. And fall and winter, I like to do more jewel tone colors. So you can change it out for colors if you like, or only change out a few things. There are certain items in my 10-item wardrobe that I wear year round. My black Garnet Hill dress, for example, that I'm just wearing it year round. My striped Breton striped t-shirts, those I wear year round as well. So that's something that you could do. But I hope that that helps you. And thank you so much for writing to me. I feel like I'm really slouching down. The sofa is really comfortable, so I need to improve my posture. Shariti writes, I would love to hear about any of your nightly or weekend reflections to prepare you for the next day or week. Many times I find myself dozing off to television and waking up feeling frazzled and a bit fuzzy. I want to take more time in praying and prepping my heart for the following day and week. This is such a great question. So basically, lately I have been kind of going on a journey with this, where now that we have a third child and I'm just doing more of everything, I've got more to do. And I've really had to evaluate how I spend my time and make some necessary cuts. So I've been finding I need to be more efficient. And as I'm going on this journey where I'm making home life a priority, I'm making cooking a priority, keeping the house in order a priority, spending time with the children a priority, I have to make necessary cuts in certain places. So lately, and I know that this is just a season of life, I have pretty much completely eliminated watching television. And that has a little bit to do with the fact that I don't really have any shows that I'm loving right now. I know everyone's telling me to watch The Crown, and I have that saved. I do plan to watch that someday, but I'm really not watching television. And I'll tell you why. It's because lately, my husband and I would watch a show. We would try to start a show on Netflix or something, and some of these shows are just intense and violent, and there's just so much darkness in so many of the television shows. I think, what was the straw that broke the camel's back for me? We tried to watch Narcos on Netflix. I don't know why. I mean, I should have known, right? But we tried to watch that, and it was so just dirty and awful that I honestly felt traumatized from it. And I know it's based on a true story. That made it even worse. But I'm like, why am I spending valuable hours in my evening watching this disturbing thing, this disturbing show? And I just thought, you know what? I do not have the time for this. I am cutting this out. So I have not been watching television. I've pretty much cut it out. I still watch YouTube though. So I will put on YouTube videos on my TV when I'm cleaning up every night, and I'll watch some of my favorite YouTube channels. But I basically cut out television, really significantly cut down on social media. I am rarely on Facebook, and I hope that doesn't reflect too much. I try to put stuff on my author page, but lately it's just kind of been updating on what I've been posting, but every now and then I do something else. But I'm not scrolling Facebook anymore. I'm not scrolling Twitter. I have to cut it out because it's just a time killer for me. I do go on Instagram and I try to check the Madame Chic hashtag, or some people put Jennifer L. Scott hashtag if they're trying to get my attention, and I do check that, and I appreciate seeing those pictures. But I've really cut down on social media. What have I increased? I've increased a lot of reading. So I'm reading a lot more. I'm spending time with my children a lot more. I'm devoting time to my house a lot more. This is all so much more important to me than looking at a screen, looking at the television for some horrible show that's giving me nightmares and all of that. So yes, praying, preparing your heart, like you say, that's very important to me too. Today, I woke up at 5 in the morning. I don't always do that, but when my baby wakes me up at 5 in the morning, he actually slept the whole night, woke up at 5. I take that opportunity to just get up at that point. It's very important for me to take that time in the morning and to prep my heart for the day. So I usually read the Bible in the morning, and then I will work a little bit on usually the blog. If I have some time, I'll work on the blog and get some of that work in. And then I will prep everything for breakfast and get all the kids up and everything. So that's what I did today. And yeah, so my advice to you would be to cut out major distractions. You will know, it will feel, if you're doing anything in your day where you're like, this just feels wrong, you know, staring at Facebook several times a day, looking at what other people are doing. If that feels wrong to you, then just cut it out, because chances are it is, and it's taking time away from what's important. So there you go. I hope that that helps you. Okay, I'm going to cut this one off here because it's getting long. I hope that you join me for the next episode of Reader Questions Answered. If you're new here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I talk about everything that I write about in my Madame Chic books, like the 10-item wardrobe, the no makeup look, how to live well, plus so much more. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!